Whoa, that fish is bright silver. Holy cow. Mint silver. So let's go and do some steelhead fishing on the Muskegon River. I'm going to start out talking a little bit about the cast that I do. One of my biggest pet peeves and a thing that breaks a lot of the tackle and the gear that we use is the bail spring located in the arm of the spinning reel. The bail spring is always the first thing on a spinning reel that breaks. So when I teach my clients how to cast, we do things a little bit different when I hold it. I have my pinky behind and my ring finger forward on the spindle of the reel. I'll bring it all the way back to a complete stop so that my bait, my bead, everything stops on the back cast. And then I fire it out forward, and just before it lands, I pinch the line. So the reason that I pinch the line is that bead or that spawn sack, it bolos in the air, it swings. As soon as you pinch it, you straighten that out and then it falls. So you don't have line twist and wrapped and everything when you're doing your drift. So when you pinch that line before it lands, everything straightens out and you get a nice, smooth, beautiful drift. And you know that way you're not tangled as you're going through. When you're making your cast, do a long cast and then pinch the line, reach over and close the bail by hand, reel up the slack, and then here's the tricky part. You open the bail and you have the left palm of your hand, your left palm over the spool. So you're just carefully feathering the line out so that you're moving slower than the bubbles. And you carefully let that line out as you're going back. And when you have a hook set, you reach over and you grab that fish and that spool real tight like that, so you've got the fish on, and then you carefully reach over and fold the bail shut. That'll save you a ton of fish. Whoa, that thing hit way, way down at the bottom of the drift. That fish hit way at the bottom of the drift. That's the very end of the drift, what we call the lift bite, where the bait is actually on the bottom of the river and it's just starting to float up at the very end of your drift. So a lot of times those fish will hit it right as your bait, your offering is coming off the bottom. Especially these winter fish are a little bit more lethargic. So they have a tendency to follow the bait, and then as it's getting away from them, they bite it.
Right.
So when you're netting fish, you want the scoop of the net. Hold that with your pointer finger. When you're netting a fish, you always want the fish moving forward, and when you net the fish, you scoop down into the fish and get it head first, because they can't swim backwards. So if you get the fish, you always net towards the head backward. There you go. Good job.
That wasn't great, but we got it.
All
nice
right.
Fish.
It's a nice winter steelhead on the Muskegon River. I didn't get a chance to talk to you guys before I hooked this about fishing a bead rig setup, but you can see right there. You can see right there with the bead. The bead's about 4 inches from the hook, and the hook got him right in the very tip. Beautiful Muskegon River winter steelhead. It's wonderful. We're the only guys out here. Lots of fish and nobody around. Beautiful.